Hi, welcome back. So today we're going to read chapter 2 of How to Eat Fried Worms. So if you haven't watched the video for chapter 1 yet, go back and listen to that before you listen or watch this video, because this video will be for chapter 2. Alright, so we're going to get started. Chapter 2 is called Digging. Wonder what this could be about. No, said Tom, that's not fair. He and Alan and Joe were wandering around behind the barns at Billy's house, arguing over where to dig the first worm. What do you mean it's not fair, said Joe. Nobody said anything about where the worms were supposed to come from. We can get them anywhere we want. Not from a manure pile, said Tom. That's not fair. Even if we didn't make a rule about something, you still have to be fair about it. What difference does it make where the worm comes from, said Alan. A worm's a worm. There's nothing wrong with manure, said Joe. It comes from cows, just like milk. Joe was sly, devious, and a schemer. The manure pile had been his idea. You and Billy have got to be fair too, said Alan to Tom. Besides, we'll dig in the old part of the pile where it doesn't smell much anymore. Come on, said Tom, starting off across the field, dragging his shovel. If it was fair, you wouldn't be so anxious about it. Would you eat a worm from a manure pile? Joe and Alan ran to catch up. I want to eat a worm, period, said Joe. So you can't go by that. Yeah, but if your mother told you to go out and pick some daisies for the supper table, would you pick daisies off a manure pile? My mother wouldn't ask me. She'd ask my sister. You know what I mean. Alan and Tom and Joe leaned on their shovels under a tree in the apple orchard, watching the worms they had dug squirming on a flat rock. Not him, said Tom, pointing to a night crawler. Why not? Look at him. He'd choke a dog. Geez, exploded Alan. You expect us to pick one Billy can just gulp down like an ant or a nit. Gulping's not eating, said Joe. The worm's got to be big enough so Billy has to cut it into bites and eat it with a fork off a plate. It's this one or nothing, said Alan, picking up the night crawler. Tom considered the matter. It would be more fun watching Billy trying to eat the night crawler, he grinned. Boy, it was huge. A regular python. Wait till Billy saw it. We let you choose where to dig, said Alan. After all, thought Tom, Billy couldn't expect to win $50 just by gulping down a few measly little baby worms. All right, come on. He turned and started towards the barn, dragging his shovel. Oh, and that was the end of chapter 2. Bye.